Hey there, Dr. Kara of KH Evolution. So in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Healy and the Schumann resonance of our planet. So often I'm asked when I introduce the Healy to someone, why do we want to think about the electromagnetic field? What is it about the electromagnetic field that is so important when it comes to our healing and to balancing and to bringing wellness into the body? And so years ago, heart math, some of you are familiar with heart math. If you're not, I highly recommend that you look up heart math. I became familiar with heart math through the work of Greg Braden. He's one of my favorites, but basically what they discovered, and I learned from them, is that our heart has this electromagnetic circuit within it, amongst the cells. So there's many cells, thousands and thousands of cells in the heart, and they have this electromagnetic communication that happens. And this electromagnetic communication extends far outside of the body, and it's the way that we talk and communicate and attract in a lot of the things that happen to our physical body and a lot of the opportunity that we have. But all that aside, this electromagnetic communication among the heart cells is kind of the quote heartbeat, if you will, of who we are. And so our heartbeat goes far beyond what keeps us alive. Our heartbeat is this signature essence of who we are. In addition, something this potent and powerful has the ability to impact every single cell of our body. So if we work with the communication of the electromagnetic field of the cell, we are having a tremendous impact upon the rest of the organs within the body. And so what does this have to do with the Schumann resonance, with the electromagnetic field of the Earth? Well, the Schumann resonance was something that was originally discovered in 1957 by a mathematician, a scientist, a physicist with the last name of Schumann. And he developed a mathematical equation to really measure the electromagnetic field of our planet. So by very simply, because I am not a physicist, by measuring the electromagnetic field of east to west and then north to south, he was able to identify that the Earth, in fact, has this electromagnetic energy around it. And this energy is really important. It's important to life on the planet, and it's important to just every aspect of life on the planet itself. And the electromagnetic field of the Earth actually responds to the solar energy of the sun. And again, this is not a science project or a scientific video, but kind of an overview or an explanation of some of the things that are happening in and around us on a very large scale that we don't really give attention to. And so to pull this all together for you, we know now from scientific research that the solar flares, the electromagnetic field around the planet, it communicates with and synchronizes with the electromagnetic field in and around our body and in and around our cells. And so if we use this little amazing device called the Healy to shift the energy, the information that's coming in to the electromagnetic field of our body and our cells, we have an enormous amount of freedom to begin to impact ourselves and our health, our well-being in every aspect. far beyond what many other tools can do, because it's working with the larger system of this electromagnetic entity, right, that plays a large part in life on the planet that we don't necessarily give attention to. But we do know from smaller studies that the electromagnetic energy that's delivered to a living plant is going to either create life and allow that plant to thrive, or it's going to create destruction. Just as a side note, there's a great experiment out there with a plant, and for, I think, a science project, a young adult decided to study what impact water that was microwaved has upon a living plant. And in his or her study, they determined that if you feed a plant water that's been microwaved for 5 days in a row, that plant will die. It will begin to create its process of death, because there is no electromagnetic life to that water anymore. We've removed it. And that's what we do to our food. And so we can use this science project as a way of further understanding the importance and the impact of bringing high quality electromagnetic energy and information into our field, so that our organs, our blood, our entire being has the ability to rest and recover and to gather information that is life-giving, that promotes well-being. So I started out this video talking a little bit about the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance, we can actually get live information about what the Schumann resonance is doing around planet Earth. And our energy is largely impacted by this. And over the past several years, the set Schumann resonance on the planet is rising. And so, I'm often asked, like, why are the things that I was using before that were working so well for this issue or concern that I have in my physical body, why is it not working as well anymore? And, one theory that I have is that the vibration of that old tool is not responding or able to respond to the elevation in the Schumann resonance that is happening in and around our planet. So another reason why it is so phenomenal to be able to have a tool of frequency that we can use to impact our overall well-being. And while physical health is certainly important, we know from a variety of studies that the Schumann resonance has a large impact on the health of our brain, the way that our brain responds to stress, and our overall emotional set point. And so the Healy, I found, also has such phenomenal support in these aspects of life when I think every single one of us are challenged on some level with emotional stuff, with overwhelm, with fatigue, and with stress. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it lends light, or at least gives you something to think about. Critical thinking is such an important thing, such an important tool, and we should be doing it every day, in my opinion. So if you have enjoyed this information, I really invite you and ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I ask you to at least like the video and maybe even share it with someone you love. All right, have an amazing day, and I look forward to connecting with you again real soon.